Mike, I hope you ate before this episode.
I don't know, man. After tardigrades, I was pretty nervous too.
Oh, are you afraid that those tiny animals are all over our food?
Stop it. Why?
Well, today we're talking about big food records.
Big is better than tiny animals, I guess. Unless we're talking about big weird animals that are in food. I'm not up for that. But
What is the weirdest big animal you can think of off the top of your head?
giraffe.
That's weird.
They have blue tongues.
That's true. I was going to go with ostrich, which if you think about it, is kind of like a giraffe. He's just tall on the opposite end.
It's the bird form of a giraffe.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
We're zoologists. Okay, so somewhat annoyingly, and to my surprise, there doesn't seem to be a good centralized Wikipedia article listing world records concerning foods. So we kind of jump around this week a little bit. There's lots of links in the show notes. Really down the rabbit hole this time.
I'm very pleased looking at these links that you've not picked out any food eating records. I don't really want to talk about someone consuming 37 hot dogs in 5 minutes.
Yeah, that always makes me sick when I see those.
Yeah, I actually struggled to finish saying what I was saying there. I got a kind of a lump in my throat. I didn't like it. So let's start what I always think about when I think about big food, the world's largest pizza. I love pizza, so bigger pizza is good pizza. It turns out the world's largest pizza was prepared in Rome in December 2012 and measured 13,570 square feet. I wonder what Italian people in general think about this. Are you proud of it or are you shamed by it? You know?
It's definitely one of the two.
Is this good for pizza or bad for pizza, you know? Anyway, this massive pizza was named Ottavia in homage to the first, I don't know why I said it like that, to the first Roman emperor, Octavian Augustus, and was made with a gluten-free base, which is also like, why?
Hey,
Why did they do that?
did it for the people.
Why would you make such a large pizza that no one's going to eat? No one wants that. Who
Wow.
wants a 13,000 square feet gluten-free pizza? No, thank you.
Do you think on his deathbed, Octavian Augustus was like, name a pizza after me?
But I have a wheat intolerance.
No. My intestines.
As you can imagine, pizza is a pretty regular occurrence in records. The world's longest pizza was made in Fontana, California in 2017 and measured 6,333 feet, 3.5 inches long. Very important.
0.5, you can't miss that.
Can't miss that. The world's most expensive pizza is apparently here in London with me. Not with me, but in London. It's a thin crust pizza at Maze, is the name of the restaurant, and it costs £100. The pizza is wood fire baked and is topped with an onion puree, white truffle paste, fontina cheese, baby mozzarella, pancetta, porcini mushrooms, freshly picked wild Mizuna lettuce, and fresh shavings of a rare Italian white truffle. Now, I'm just going to say, this is not a difficult record to break. I could just charge £101 for a pizza, and I have now beat that record. And it could be whatever I want it to be.
I guess. Would you put pineapple on it?
This is not a difficult world's most thing, you know? You could just... Anyone can make a pizza that's £101 if they want to.
Hamburgers are also common in record books. The world's largest hamburger patty was made of 6,040 pounds of pure beef. It was cooked on a purpose-made 576 square foot grill and took about 2 hours to cook.
I mean, of course it had to be purpose made, you know?
You
no
don't
one
have-
had that lying around.
My whole backyard is a grill. The world's largest hamburger that's commercially available tips the scales at 185.8 pounds.
What?
It is on the menu at Mally's Sports Grill and Bar in Southgate, Michigan. It's called the, quote, absolutely ridiculous burger. It takes 12 hours to prepare, and it scoffs at your pizza cost because this runs $500.
I need to look this up. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. Oh, I said it. I didn't even mean to say it, but it is. This is stupid. Have you seen a picture of this burger?
Yes, and then I closed the tab because I felt ill.
It looks fake. It just looks like somebody made a fake burger. No one's eating that. That's dumb.
Yeah, it's silly.
The record for the world's longest noodle stands at a whopping 10,119 feet, and it is 1.92 inches. It's nearly as big as that pizza. It's almost 2 miles in length.
Mamma mia.
It's interesting that that's where you went to, because noodles, they're across culture.
Well, pizza, I guess I had Italy on the brain.
Sure do. In 2003, the world's largest cookie was baked, measuring at a mind-bending 8,115.99 square feet. Somewhat related, the largest chocolate bar ever made weighed in at 12,770 pounds. Take that, burger. And the largest cupcake ever baked measured 56 inches in diameter and 36 inches tall, which is not that big.
No, I feel like you and I could just pick that cupcake up and move it.
The world's largest cupcake is a big cupcake, but it's not a big cake.
Well, that's a different entry, probably.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot of big food.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about hot dogs.
Okay.
And I want to read 2 sentences from the world's longest hot dog article.
Mm-hmm.
Creating a long hot dog is not much of a feat. This is because the hot dog is structurally quite sound and remarkably flexible.
This is an interesting level of shade on this Wikipedia page. Why did the author choose to write it this way? It's quite interesting.
Because they used to hold the record and got beat, and they're angry about it.
Ah, okay. That makes more sense.
It's not much of a feat. That record, by the way, 718 feet long.
That's a lot of feet.
Which sounds like a pretty big feat to me.
They are. Oh, sorry. You steal your joke there.
Let's take a break.
Okay.
This episode of Ungeniused is brought to you by Privacy.com. Privacy is a tool that makes it easy to manage your financial life online while keeping your most important information secure by generating virtual numbers. Privacy masks your actual bank information, so you don't have to worry about giving out to people you don't know online. We've all done the thing where we're entering our credit card number on a website and we think, is this a good idea? Or you go to a store where you know your card has been stolen before. Well, with privacy, you don't have to worry about this sort of thing. You can take back control of your payments because you can decide who can charge your card, how much, and how often. And you can close cards at any time. Plus, you can make sure you never accidentally bill twice or upgraded to some other service without your consent. And Privacy is partnered with 1Password, so you can create, use, and save privacy cards directly from within 1Password. All virtual cards created in 1Password have the same security benefits as other privacy cards, so you can do things like set spending limits or create single-use or merchant-locked cards whenever you want. Head on over to privacy.com/ungeniused and sign up for an account. New customers will automatically get $5 to spend on your first purchase. That's privacy.com/ungeniused. Our thanks to Privacy for their support of the show and Relay FM.
So we've just kind of started scratching the surface here, really, with big food. And we could talk about big food forever. But why don't we talk about big food in terms of big business?
Yeah, in fact, did you know that the sandwich shop Subway is the largest fast food restaurant chain by number of locations in the world?
I was incredibly surprised to learn this. I mean, I just guess like everyone would guess if I asked the question, which fast food chain has the most locations worldwide, everybody would say McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
The only people that wouldn't are people that already knew it was Subway.
Yeah, maybe they own one of the Subway franchises.
Yeah. And if you're going to write in and say, I would have guessed Subway, you're a liar.
Wow.
So don't even write in because I know you're lying to me.
Well, McDonald's does come in at number 2 with 37,540 locations. That's about 1,000 fewer than Subway.
Which makes me think that Subway did this on purpose, right? Just so they could get on Wikipedia. In looking through these lists, I can't help but notice, I mean, again, it's not going to be a surprise. Basically, all of the top 10 biggest fast food chains are American chains. In fact, in the top 20, there are only 3 non-American brands that are listed.
We do like our fast food, I suppose.
Sure do. Of course, not all of these brands are independent, though. So, for example, in this list is KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, the Habit Burger Grill, and Wing Street. They are all owned by a company named Yum Brands. I have never in my entire life heard of the Habit Burger Grill or Wing Street.
I know Wing Street. I think the Habit Burger Grill is all in California. But
I've never heard of these places.
But KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell, they're all in the top 10. So Yum, and you skipped over this, Yum has an exclamation point after it. So
Sorry, Yum.
it's Yum brands.
Yum.
That's 3 of the top 10.
Yum. But I guess, were they always? I don't know the answer to this. So, like, did Yum just, like, buy them up?
They bought them up. Some of them were by PepsiCo. There's like a long history there that I read but didn't get into in this episode.
So Yum brand is huge. In 135 nations and territories worldwide, they operate 43,617 restaurants, including 2,859 that are company-owned and 40,758 that are franchised. Subway laugh at you, I guess.
In May 2013, KFC became the first Western fast food restaurant to open in Mongolia. And 4 years later, Yum brands announced that they'd be opening 10 Pizza Hut locations in Ethiopia.
In 2016, the company split off its division in China into a separate entity, Yum China, which sounds weird.
No exclamation point either.
No,
Get some consistency
they're
branding,
not
people.
excited about this, it would seem.
Yum.
It runs 8,484 restaurants in over 1,100 cities located in every province of mainland China.
In addition to more regionally based brands, Yum China has brought KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell, and many of its smaller brands to China over the years. And it's reported that Yum China employs over 450,000 people.
Big food.
My thanks to Jude, my youngest son, for sending the hot dog topic in. We were talking about hot dogs.
No way.
We were talking about hot dogs. I was like, wonder what the biggest hot dog is. And we talked about it. So
amazing. Your life is now consumed by Wikipedia articles left, right, and center.
It's true. It's true. If you have a weird Wikipedia topic that's your favorite, send it to us. You can do so on Twitter @Ungeniused, or you can find Mike or you can find Mike and I on Twitter. He is IMYKE, and you can find me there as ISMH. You can find a bunch of links this week in the show notes at relay.fm/ungenius/139. And Mike, until the next time we have horrible indigestion, say goodbye.
Yum.
Bye, y'all.